अर्को चाहिँ Rupa, I want to sort of take a step back and go to your childhood. Tell us about your childhood in Nepal. तिम्रो, before you actually came to the US, how was your life there? And what sort of special memories do you have from that time? That you're already smiling when you're thinking about it.
No, I was thinking about like how difficult of a kid I was, and that I was like a misfit. So, no, it's I'm glad you asked that question, because I think it's really important for me to sort of introspect and think about how my experience has shaped who I am now. म चाहिँ मेरो बुवा चाहिँ आर्मीमा हुनुहुन्थ्यो. My generations of my family has been in the military. And so, Shahको छोरी, like आर्मीको छोरी. My dad was very strict, like very, and went to a military school. So military school को sort of, ऊ चाहिँ 90 students हुन्थ्यो, 60 were boys, 30 were girls. And so there was a lot of bullying. There was like, like 20 years ago, 25 years ago, it was a different time actually. And I always fought with everybody because I did not want to be bullied by anyone. I did not want anyone to say anything to me. So I think I really grew up with this like fighting mentality. Like it's to me like more like I grew up with that mentality. And at that time was difficult because I go to school and I'm just like fight with everybody. And then the Eve teasing was like normal. They're more educated, more informed. They don't do that. And I'd fight. So I think fought with that like survival sort of fight you to the death mentality, and really shaped me as a person. I don't think I'm like that now. I'm more, calmer and gentler. But and then I think middle life school, like one of the key experiences was to be this, and I'm really embarrassed to say this, and I denounce this messaging like right away before I even say this. I modeled for Fair and Lovely, right? So this was 11th, and this is a very long story. I don't know if we have time for this, but there was an open call. I heard it on FM. I think it was a big deal. I heard it.
And I remember.
Yeah. And then I wrote down the number and I called him the next day from my college. I used to go to a blood school in the community. And you just need like a full shot or a headshot sign. And then I didn't have money. I walked to New Road and got my photo con Sharma. It was like, there's no way I could have. So like, I did my shots, right? Like full shot, like half passport size shot. And then I went to the, this was when I was in 11th grade, actually. I was finishing up 11th. And so I gave my photos, and then like some randomly, like I got chosen among like, I think 500 other girls to be a model in this commercial. Didn't tell my dad the whole time. And then when the decision came, I was like, I'm going to be a model. Like, I want to do this. This is a great opportunity. And my dad resisted. And finally he came around and I did that. And at that time it was really big. Like I was on billboards everywhere. And the Bharat Glass Commander, like I had no idea what was going on. Like
So you were famous from back then.
I was famous. And I think that really, and I was always sort of, like how do I find opportunities in Belamma, right? So and I grew up in a very sheltered like army school. And then like 2 years that I had in +2 that I didn't go to army school was like, I got a chance to flourish. And I think that was an opportunity for me. So yeah, famous. And it opened a lot of doors for me. So after that, Bharat Glass Kantipur Television was establishing their new operations. They're building, so I applied. I went to Vijay Kumar Pandey, the journalist, and he had interviewed me for his Nepal magazine. And I went to him and I said, I want to apply for that. Can you help me? And he's like, well, they don't listen to me, but I can say, if you're a lovely cookie, so I was like, please do that. So I gave the written exam. I passed the interview, passed all the screen tests. Then I was one of the first staff that joined Kantipur Television.
And I did not know this about you.
I have very extensive background.
Oh,
And-
very cool.
Yeah, so 12 class पढ्दाखेरि I would go to school +2 7 बजे बिहान, then finish up at 11:45, then take the bus and go to Koteshwar to Kantipur television, and then work till like 10 p.m. and then come home 10 p.m. So I remember doing that, and I really think those experiences shaped my life. And so before all of this happened, म 9 class पढ्दाखेरि चाहिँ त्यतिखेर when we were in the middle of civil war, मेरो एकजना दिदीको साथी चाहिँ सिभिल child workers in Nepal concern center मा काम गर्नुहुन्थ्यो. Didi. I remember we lost touch years ago. So I remember saying like, Didi, I want to do something, like, can I come and help? Didi like, yeah, come in. All of this was going on. And we used to cut like newspaper articles and like paste it in and then like file it. So data, that was our data collection. So I basically all day. And then I think, it exposed me to kids who were, living in streets, street kids, what's out, the main problem too. And so I think that was sort of where my heart was since like very young age. And that really shaped me into doing all of this now. So yeah, I think that I went on like this big tangent about it, but
no, I love that. I love your stories. And you're so right? It's experiences have shaped you into the person you are. Yeah.